Welcome back. So in the last lecture we have seen what are fixtures and importance of their hooks in conf test files, okay, for better readability. And we also saw different scope of fixtures, like if you put scope equals to class, then class level, and if you don't put anything, that will be default applied on method level, and the related annotations to set up pre and post conditions. Now let us see how to data drive data into your test cases using these fixtures, and also how to make your test case parameterized to run with multiple data sets. It's easy. So fixture will also help you to load the data. So when you want to run this test, before that you can load that data using the fixture, and you can pass the data from fixture to your actual test. Okay. Now let's say you are working on some user profile page where you need to update name, email and everything as part of your test case. For that you need data, right? So as a precondition, you can create one fixture, create all the data there, and then pass that fixture into your test case, so that data will be automatically available for your test case. So let me show that practically. So with this lecture, you will understand that fixture is not only to run prerequest, it will also help you to load the data. That also prerequest, right? As a part of your test case, data should be ready before you begin your test. And you can do that as well. So let us see the another usage of fixture. I'll create new Python file and test underscore fixtures data. Right. So first of all, I'll create one fixture here. Let's have one more new fixture, def, and you can say as a data load, something like this. Assume that as you are building one profile page, you are editing a profile page where you want to send first name and last name. Okay. In that case, you can print whatever you want, or whatever code you want to declare, you can write. Right now I am printing that user profile data is being created, and you can actually pass the data from here to your test. How to do that? It's very simple. Return, and you can return what all the data you want for your test to available. So you want first name called Rahul, and then if you want to pass last name Shetty, and their website rahulshettyacademy.com, right? So first name, last name, URL, these three parameters you have created in your fixture, and you can send them at runtime to your test case which needs it. Okay. So there is an error here. What? Indent expected. There is already indent, right? What? It's why there are two indents here? This looks little different. Let me see. Oh, you see that when I try to close this another fixture, this code also getting closed. So that means we messed up somewhere. Oh, here. And now you can backspace it. Perfect. So this is the fixture, and you are returning the data like this. So basically you are returning a tuple. Remember, there are data types called a list and tuple. The only difference between those two is list will be on round brackets, where tuple will be on square brackets like this. So we are returning tuple so that our test case catches this. So you have to tell that it is a fixture to the pytest. If not, pytest do not know what this exactly means. Perfect. So you have successfully defined as a fixture, and now let's go to the fixtures demo class, fixtures data. Let me create one new class, test example2, and here I will say edit profile is my method name. Right. So let's say I don't want to declare that on class level. Let me call that fixture directly here. Or you can declare here, but when you wrap that in class, it's good practice that you declare on top. So it's up to you. So let's write it here. At the rate pytest.mark. Sorry. We have to import pytest so that you will get all the options. Now you will get mark. Use fixtures. In the fixtures, what we need here is data load. Okay. So as I said, now this data load will be available to your method, and the data load is here, right? And that method will be, you can call that fixture with data load and print. Edit profile. It is showing an error here because when you want to get data, if you want to return the data to specific test, then you have to add parameter. Earlier in the last lecture I told you need not add this if you declare globally, right? So if you don't want to receive any data from that specific fixture, then you can skip it. This particular test will actually execute that independently at the beginning, and then it will run this test. But here your scenario is different. You want to actually return, you are returning something. You are returning some data from your fixture. In the previous topic, we did not return anything, so you can actually not required to pass as a parameter once you declare globally. But in this case, you are returning something. When you're returning, then it's mandatory to pass that fixture name into your method. Okay, because you want to print something, and this is way it works. Right. I hope you understand the exact difference between why we are using this and why we are not using this. This is one of the famous interview question as well. If you just Google with Python test framework questions, you will know in what scenario you will be forced to pass fixture name though you have declared globally. In general, when you declare globally, people say it's not required. But you are returning something, then you should have an argument of your fixture name. So run this and see what happens. Right, it ran, and you see that when you try to print data load, it is printing that complete tuple. So that's the difference. As you are returning the whole data from here, that data is completely cached into your fixture here, and then when you try to print, the whole tuple is printed. Now if you want to print each and every data individually, it's simple. Data load of 0th index, Rahul is present, right? So Rahul will be printed. And if you want to print data load which is present in the second index, rahulshettyacademy.com is there. In the first index, Shetty is there. So let me print second index. So like this, you can break the data and then you can use it for your purpose. So in real time when you are working, you will have a step where you want to enter first name in one field and the email ID and URL in another field. So pass all the details like this in one tuple and receive that complete data here, and using the index you can actually travel through each and every value and you can print them individually. Okay, so now when you run, you see that Rahul and rahulshettyacademy.com is now available in your test. So this is how you can have your data set up separately in a fixture in conf test file, and in the runtime you can bring all the data what you need for your test case in this way, and you can use that data on your web automation by entering all these fields in your test. So this is how you drive the data. You can more optimize it, which we will talk in our further lectures, but this is the concept. You can get the data using this tuple by returning the statement. Okay, we'll continue in our next lecture. Thank you.